Sen ni gifte er för 3 år sedan. Jag har sagt det förut och säger det igen. Det är jag som ska umgås med Johanne. Jag har tagit hem honom och jag tänker inte tala om var jag bor. Vi ska ut och köra strandtwister. Men Mia, du ringer hela tiden.
Today I'm in the northern county that's home to Castle Howard. This resplendent Baroque-style masterpiece was first designed back in 1699 by a playwright, no less, who had no previous experience of architecture. Nowadays, it's better known around the world for the part it's played in the TV and film adaptations of Evelyn Waugh's classic novel, Brideshead Revisited. So join me as I soak up the sumptuous decadence and we escape to the country. In today's show, I'll be helping a couple dreaming of the good life make their move to the country. And it's not long before we impress.
This is just astounding. Another fabulous room.
I'll be showing them some stunning properties to whet their appetite.
I just want to get my apron on now and start cooking.
And there's the mystery house, which might just broaden their horizons. I'm in North Yorkshire, England's largest rural county, and home to some of the finest stately homes in Britain. Where better place to start than at one of the most well-known, Castle Howard. Big certainly means beautiful in this part of the country. North Yorkshire is the largest of the 4 counties that make up the entire Yorkshire region. Much of the rugged landscape falls within the county's 2 national parks, the North York Moors and the Yorkshire Dales. With 680 square miles of dramatic scenery to enjoy, it's no wonder the Dales attracts 9 million visitors a year. Besides tourism, the land is also home to a large and thriving farming community. Typically, the housing stock, from stately home to terraced cottage, is built from local Yorkshire stone, giving the county its rich architectural heritage. With such beautiful properties and landscape, it's easy to see why North Yorkshire is an attractive option for those wishing to escape to the country. Detached properties in North Yorkshire cost 4% less than the national average, at just over £226,000. And the area's commutable proximity to both York and Leeds make it highly desirable. I think perhaps because of both of these reasons, the property market is thriving around here. You know, recently canvassed estate agents say they are selling up to 14 houses a week since January, and that's pretty impressive in the current climate. It also means we've got to be quick off the mark for today's house hunters. But before we get started on our property search, take a look at this selection of properties in North Yorkshire to get you in the mood. For £875,000, this Grade 2 listed 6-bedroomed country house in Normanby is bang up to date with its large family kitchen and tastefully decorated reception rooms. From its hilltop location, you can survey the property's 15 acres. This 4-bedroomed house near Markington could be yours for £625,000. As well as those late 1920s well-proportioned formal rooms, there's a well-planned modern kitchen with breakfast bar. Outside, a stream runs through the mature gardens. For a waterside retreat, this 3-bedroomed house in Ripon could be a catch at £350,000. Downstairs offers light, spacious reception rooms and a modern kitchen, and upstairs doesn't disappoint, with views overlooking the loch. Well, with such desirable homes on the market, the signs are good for today's house hunters. So let's meet them. Paula, a dog breeder, and Philip, an operations manager, currently live in Kings Langley in Hertfordshire. Paula bought the house in the mid-90s for £130,000, and having lived together for a year now, they want a dramatic change of lifestyle.
We're currently living in a 3-bedroom semi-detached property, large garden, smallish kitchen. This house isn't particularly ideal for us now because it doesn't fulfil our future needs.
So what dreams are they looking to realise with a move to the country?
The lifestyle that we dream of is going to be completely different to what we're used to, isn't it, or what we've lived.
It's going to be living off the land, it's keeping livestock, growing your own vegetables.
Paula's no stranger to keeping animals. As a former Crufts champion, her 6 Afghan hounds are a major factor in their move.
One of my great passions is my dogs, and I can't wait to move to the country so we can take them for these great long walks all through the countryside and the hills. We're all going to benefit from it, you know, and it's just can't wait to do it.
dogs will be a key part of this move and a money spinner if she can set up the kennel business she dreams of. But what's the appeal of Yorkshire?
Partly because I fell in love with the place years ago. I mean, I'm talking when I was probably 15, 16 years old, and it would just fulfil our dreams.
And they've got a definite idea of what they want from their ideal property.
Key features are that real sort of cottagey, oldie-worldy cottagey type property.
Low ceilings, beams.
Inglenook fireplace.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nice views, you know, over sort of rolling hillsides. The land, obviously, is the most important thing, and we want a really nice big kitchen, don't we? Because
I love cooking, but just need more space in the kitchen, an old farmhouse type kitchen.
Real log fires and that in the new house. So.
Goose pimple.
And Paula has her own room requirements.
One of the most important things to me is to have a nice big utility room like we have here, because this is where my dogs tend to live, and then that just helps me keep them a little bit separate from the house so as I can keep the house clean. Not quite so much housework as if they're running around in the house, so this is quite an important aspect for me.
So are they ready for such a huge challenge?
We're halfway through our lives, essentially. If we don't do it now, we will never, ever do it.
No.
Before they can move to the country, Philip and Paula need to find out how much money they have to play with. So we've arranged for Paula's house to be valued.
This is a really well presented, spacious family home in this very popular location, and I value this property at £395,000.
I was quite pleased with the estate agent's valuation today because with the current situation with everything, I thought the house prices would have come down quite a bit, so actually I was quite pleased with that.
And what's the budget for their next property?
Our budget for this move is £550,000.
So our dog lovers are looking for a characterful 3-bedroom property with original features and a large kitchen. But I think the key to this move is really going to be the outside space, and more particularly how much they need. Well, they need at least 1 to 6 acres so they can both fulfil this dream of self-sufficiency. And of course, there's Paula's dogs to consider. They've got a good, healthy budget of £550,000, but depending on how much land they actually need, they may have to compromise on that house. Paula and Philip want to find a country home with land, so our search will radiate out from the town of Ripon, close to the Yorkshire Dales. In today's show, I'll be taking them on a tour of 3 great properties, but as ever, I won't be revealing the prices straight away. The last of the 3 will be the mystery house, which could always offer up some blue sky thinking. Hello,
Hiya.
Phil, Paula.
Hi.
Welcome to scenic Yorkshire, and beautifully sounding as well. The sheep bleating and the birds tweeting. Is this what this move is all about for you, getting back to nature?
Absolutely. The open space brings back so many childhood memories for me, so looking forward to it.
And that's why you've chosen North Yorkshire as the county?
Yeah, very much so.
A childhood memory.
Yeah.
So how important is it to you to have land with the house?
Very important, because I know it sounds a bit cliche-ish, but you know, we want to own our own livestock, live off the land, grow our own vegetables.
That's a huge lifestyle change. You're going to go from 9 to 5 to working with animals.
Absolutely.
You ready for that?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Of course, it's not so much of a change for you. You work with dogs in the kennels at the moment.
I do, yeah. I've done that for about 30 years now. So, you know, to move here, have some space and set up a small holding and boarding kennels alongside.
So we need to find you not just a property, but enough land for the livestock and a kennel business. How much money do we have to play with?
The budget that we've got is £550,000.
No, that's not bad at all. Thank you very much.
Okay.
North Yorkshire is pretty popular. It's got some wonderful scenery. But 550, I'm sure we're going to find you some wonderful properties, including, of course, the mystery house, which will shake things up a bit.
Sure.
Lots to do, a lot of ground to cover. Shall we hit the road?
Let's.
Yeah, let's do it.
With a budget of £550,000, Paula and Philip want a detached property which has a large country kitchen, reception rooms with character features, a large utility room for Paula's dogs, and up to 6 acres of land, enough for a small holding and Paula's kennels. This is a big change, really.
Oh, it's massive. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, I think you have to embrace, you know, we're at that stage in our lives where, you know, if we don't do it now, we're never going to do it. So just embrace it is my motto.
So how much do you know about what it's like to have a small holding, raise pigs, sheep?
Nothing, pretty much. No, absolutely.
Are you scared?
No, not really.
It is. I find it quite scary, excitably scary.
I'm not sure they know what they're letting themselves in for.
Vill du säga det med en glass? Programmet presenteras av GB Glass.
Every time I go into any midsummer village, it's always the same thing. Blackmail, sexual deviances, suicide and murder.
Please, rush!
Morden i Midsummer, söndag 20.00 på TV8.
Tånaglar som ändrat färg, skivar sig eller ser fula ut kan vara nagelsvamp. Nagelsvamp är en smittsam sjukdom som kan behandlas. Nu finns ett receptfritt läkemedel som du kan använda om du tidigare behandlats för nagelsvamp eller om du behöver ytterligare behandling. Läkemedlet heter Loceryl. Loceryl finns receptfritt på apoteket.
Nu är det din tur att få hjälp av oss på Lendo med dina lånekostnader. Många som kontaktar oss vill samla sina lån och dyra avbetalningsköp till ett lån. Vi på Lendo samarbetar med de ledande bankerna och hjälper dig personligen till bättre lånevillkor. Ansök direkt på lendo.se.
Från Göteborgsbageriets bästa kommer Kristinas chokladbegär. Havrekakor fyllda med mörk choklad. Kakaobönor och doppade i belgisk choklad. Havrekakor bakade efter våra allra bästa recept. Vill du baka dem själv hittar du receptet på sidan. Vi har inte sparat på något. Därför kallar vi dem bageriets bästa.
Ända sedan vi designade vår första randiga tröja har vi arbetat efter samma tanke. Barn behöver kläder som låter barn vara barn. För oss betyder det sköna kläder som tål vilda lekar och passar både till vardags och kalas. Polarn och Pyret, vi låter barn vara barn.
Denna gången jag tyckte att jag behövde en kickstart.
Det är alltid de första kilorna som är de jobbigaste. Det är då jag tror att man behöver det här lilla extra.
Man ska inte tänka att det här är en magisk grej. Du måste jobba.
Ja, jag började träna och så ändrade jag väl kosten.
Mer åtråvärd.
Attraktiv.
Jag mår bättre.
En glad man.
Ja, en glad man.
Ge din bantning en skjuts. För varje 2 kilo du går ner själv kan Ali hjälpa dig gå ner 1 kilo till. Fråga efter Ali på ditt apotek.
I came to thinking that the best use of my time would be with you. That'll make me happy.
C3 mjölkskummare, latte eller cappuccino på ett ögonblick.
För dermatologer är hyaluron den mest effektiva hjälpen i kampen mot rynkor. Nya Eucerin hyaluronfiller innehåller kraftfull hyaluronsyra. Fyller även ut djupa rynkor, utan injektioner. Eucerin hyaluronfiller finns bara på apotek. Nu finns Eucerin Face Care äntligen i Sverige.
Blir du lite extra sugen på något gott ibland? Tar du inte vad som helst? Prova våra krispiga ugnsbakade tuck istället. Jättegoda, precis som de är. Finns som salt, paprika eller sour cream and onion.
Du vet hur det är. I början var jobbet toppen. Jag kände mig sedd. Utmaningarna var roliga. Men så smögs verkligheten på. Chefen gick från snäll ängel till arg man. Och arbetsuppgifterna, ja, blek och otränad var jag också. Jag borde haft pengar till elgitarr, resor, mer tid till familjen. Men så blev det inte. Då tipsade syrran mig om karriärguiden.se. Om värld av jobbmöjligheter öppnar sig. Om jag hittat jobbet som passar mig. Men vad tror du? Men det är klart, blek och otränad, det är jag ju fortfarande. Karriärguiden.se. Livet är för kort för ett dåligt jobb.
Att få sätta fingrarna i jorden, det är ju lycka för mig.
Vi gräver ner våra pengar i trädgården.
Har du Sveriges vackraste trädgård? Gå in på TV8.se och anmäl dig till nästa säsong av Trädgårdstoppen.
Vill du säga det med en glass? Programmet presenteras av GB Glass.
We'll start our house search in the quiet village of Gull